what do you think about that? Is HR a really relevant framework that we should pursue or not?
Uh, I'll just take an example that Biyani sir had mentioned during his speech about the robot, where he said that the robot will not replace farmers, but farmers will do something else and be able to do more. Now, AI will impact all roles. Maybe 60% of an HR's work is done by AI in the future, say 2 years down the line. But the quantum of work is never fixed in this world. So maybe, say, HR right now is doing X amount of work, or say a company is doing X amount of work in terms of business, doing $2 billion in revenue. Now, if AI is able to do 60% of that work, the company people will not de-skill, they will learn new skills, they will do double that work because of AI, and the company will be able to do $4 billion of revenue in the same time, because the market is unlimited, development is unlimited. If a building was being built in 5 years, now it will be built in 2 years, because everybody's working at double efficiency, doing double work. Similar thing will happen with HR. Maybe it takes away the manual task of going through each CV individually. But then you will be able to develop more in-depth rubrics through AI of evaluation. Right now, say you were evaluating them on 5 parameters. Now you will be able to evaluate them on 50 parameters, which you will design. So the repetitiveness of work will go away, but you will build more advanced frameworks, maybe with the help of AI. But AI won't, at least for the next 15-20 years, be at a level where it independently does everything. You sit home. You will always be there monitoring AI and sort of expanding the horizon of what you are doing. That's what I and if it's an IT player, an IT guy that takes over your work, I don't think that will happen. HR specialization will always be with you. There will be some dependency on him in terms of any tech issues like there is currently. That might increase. But since you're the HR expert, you will always have a voice on what needs to be changed, what needs to be done. The size of the HR team might shrink from, say, 100 to 80, which might happen, but the work can increase and depends on whatever preference, whatever prioritization HR has in that role. Maybe they're good with 80, but maybe it's a very HR focused firm who says that I want to keep it 100, I want to take it to 120, even though AI is able to do a lot of that work. Right now, performance appraisal, for example, is something that happens very superficially, because one HR has to do it for 500 people. So they just take feedback where I might give a good feedback to my direct reportee just because I know him, not be transparent, but the levels of transparency will increase there. If somebody had to do it right, they would probably spend 10x the time. Through AI, you can spend 10x that time, and even if AI is helping you do 60% of the work, you're still spending 4x of time, so that means the scope of work is also increasing. So all these processes will improve.
Sir, I have a question. So currently I'm a student of BBA and I'm planning for MBA in next 2 years. So sir, with AI, if I'm interested in AI and I want to go with AI, so sir, what subjects and like what specification would you like to suggest, like if I'm planning for that?
All right, so do you have an interest in technology, or have you ever done coding, programming? Are you interested in that side? All right, so given that case, again, it would be best if you're able to use AI or any technology along with whatever you want to do. So after an MBA, maybe HR or maybe operations, finance, marketing, whatever you want to do. It'll be good to, you need that specialization in that domain. That is no doubt of that. But then to enhance yourself, differentiate, you can do courses like AI for marketing, AI for content development, how AI is used in operations. A lot of optimization is done through AI now. So if you're able to use any of those tools that help you increase your value in the industry. So when a recruiter comes, say you're a marketing person, when a recruiter comes, he sees that, okay, I've got these 100 MBA marketing applications. All of them are done similar, but this one has probably done AI in marketing as a course, has done an internship or has done an engagement where they've used technology to deliver something in the marketing domain. So that will make you stand out. So,
Any pre courses would you like to suggest before MBA, like
All right. So, Generative AI for Business is a course that is very popular and just takes you through brief bits on how AI is used in different industries across different rules, and it's generally all free tools like ChatGPT, Grok, or you might have Canva for making presentations, everything through AI. So it's just to increase your efficiency in that domain. And then once you're able to narrow down after that course on, I want to specialize in this particular area, say marketing, then you can basically see tools that are there for that. Try to just explore them on your own or take any courses online. We've got courses at Hoping Minds which you can check, or just you can YouTube it. You'll be able to see 1 hour videos of a lot of people that have done something similar. The most important thing is, which a lot of us mess up on, is we value certification a lot, which has a value, no doubt, because it comes on your CV. An interviewer will see that, AI will scan that, that will get you the shortlist. But in an interview, if you're able to just demonstrate that I use this tool to do this, maybe make a mock campaign, maybe just promote your own Insta page or anything, that will add a lot of value to your role. And the companies that we work with, typically a lot of company people don't have time, they wouldn't have done it, but they know this AI is a very happening thing, we need to get on board. So when you come in an interview, so 10 of them will line up when you join saying that, can you teach us also, can you explain this to us, we don't know how to use it. So that will add a lot of value. So you can take structured courses, but also feel free to just YouTube whatever domain you have, just YouTube AI in marketing, or any use cases. You can do sub themes on marketing, AI in content creation, AI in campaigns, and that should help you. No, so it was lovely. I actually, after engineering, worked for 4 years. Then I went to IIM. I always had that notion that work X and then do an MBA. So for me, it's very. It was a great journey. A lot of people have that doubt that MBA doesn't teach you anything new, but I go against that. So you have courses, but by the time you enter an MBA, you already know a lot of the things. You will probably know 40% of the curriculum. It's not as, the curriculum as such is not as tough as, say, your graduation, because things are new then. But what makes an MBA interesting is that they teach you skills on time management, on work management, because you're overloaded always, which is something very important when you're in industry. And it teaches you the concept of ownership. The most important concept I feel to get placed that stands out in an interview is ownership. If as an employer, I feel that if this person comes in, this person is hardworking, if I give him some task, it will be done. That makes them stand out, that makes them a win for me. But if I see that this person is a topper, but I don't feel he's responsible, then I will effectively have to chase him 4 times or do that work for him. Then I will not hire him, I might as well do it myself. Might as well do it through ChatGPT. So that is one skill that an MBA teaches you. So ownership and work management, I feel, are good. MBA also gives you a lot of exposure across industries. You do a lot of presentations, a lot of talks. You're able to get your point across. You do a lot of case studies, so it widens your horizon. Like for me, I would suggest that MBA, if you still interested in studying, or even after WorkX, is a must-do just for the exposure. I mean, you will not learn something revolutionary in terms of technology or a new concept like you do in graduation. But you will get polished, you will learn how to convey your point, you will learn how to showcase characteristics like ownership, manage your time, manage your work. So I think that those are the most important skills that come in an MBA. And that's what you learn, and because your peer set is also there hardworking with you, so it's a very fun journey also. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable experience and the optimized utilization of AI these days. Thank you so much, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Mr. Naito Haseyama, founder and CEO Akita General Company, Japan, a dynamic individual who truly represents the spirit of this Young Talk conference, a visionary thinker, a risk taker, and a doer. Our next speaker is not just an entrepreneur, but a young trailblazer who has turned challenges into opportunities and ideas into impact ventures. We welcome you.
Okay. Konnichiwa. Hello. I'll start my talk now. Utilizing robot and AI technology to solve fundamental issues in Akita and the world. Snow, bear, population changes. I will present a talk combining tips for young entrepreneurships like myself entering the startup scene with my own business pitch. This is table. I'm a geek kid. This is my first time in India. First, let me introduce myself. After entering Akita Prefectural University, I met Professor Saito. As fate would have it, he was not only a mentor whose academic interests aligned with mine and shared my tastes, but also hailed from the same hometown and attended the same elementary, junior high and high school, junior high and high school as I did. My name is Naoto Haseyama. This is my background. I own Kendo fourth dan martial arts, and I am familiar to agriculture in Akita. I was a boy born into a farming family in the countryside. The first in my family to attend the university. While there were many rivers, my motivation came not from seeking fame, but rather from a desire to earn money. Like a bounty hunter, storming tournaments while testing how well my passions and abilities would hold up in the real world. During this time, I judged multiple part-time jobs. It was a tough period with little to show for its strength. Achievement, money, free time or leisure, and my school grades suffered considerably. You don't need to worry that you lack the ability for academic or creative work just because you are not good at paper tests. For those with ambition but hitting balls, I recommended scoring every contest you can find and applying to as many as possible. The environment of Akita, where I spent my childhood, had a profound influence on my way of thinking and philosophy. Science fiction gives me wisdom Those who know it are not as good as those who love it. Those who love it are not as good as those who enjoy it. This is a saying from Confucius, the ancient Chinese sage. I keep this in mind. I am working hard as a student at Akita Prefectural University. I am interested to carry on Professor Saito's research style, which fuse both biology and robotics. Robotics. For my undergraduate thesis, I am conducting research on flow over vibrating plates using Doppler OCT. It's ongoing. I hope to eventually apply this to cells. I will omit the details here. Professor Saito, technology provider. However, research findings remain mere papers unless someone implements that then in society. They won't be utilized in society. We need people who can translate them into business models. That's what I wanted to do. Essential work and blue-collar jobs exist everywhere in today's world, not just in developing countries, but also in advanced nations like the G7. Respect for these workers is crucial, but in the 21st century, we must create things that fundamentally replace or support such labor and exploitation. This does not lead to job loss. It's a change. It is a challenge to a new It is a challenge to a new creatives. The executive summary provides a concise explanation of the business. It is the most frequently used section in an elevator pitch designed to enable to quick explanation should you happen share an elevator with inventor or corporate executives. Venture from the Artificial Biomechanism Laboratory, Akita Prefectural University, name of Akita General Company, using advanced sciences and technology, robotics, AI, digital to solve fundamental changes to Akita and the world, snow bears population issues. After AI cultivated the intelligence realms extensively, it says the era of the physical realms. We want to follow physical realms in the future. It is business model. POC service is main service. product and service overview. This animal mimicking robot provides safety life in wildlife area. Wildlife live in wildlife areas people and STEM education kids, tourists. Competition. Kamiyagi is our product. Concept, motion image powered by AI. Fighting bear. And tape measure type expansion mechanism. This application, snow removable roof robot and space development. Former robot and our robots. Our robots have a lot of pros and self-modification. And the advertisement movie by Akita Prefectural University Tokusatsu Club and a real transformable rideable bike. A hero who rides a transforming bike fights bears Matagi. It's upcoming soon. We interviewed affected parties facing issues for the demand survey. For example, like a hunter. Spec of our new company. The strength of the manufacturing sector is that it's not limited to demand in the region to which the company belongs, as is the case with not restaurant. However, the challenge lies in the fact that even if there is a demand, it's difficult to sell people who lack the funds. We aim to successfully generate sales through B2B and other channels. Market analysis. We are currently conducting estimates for Japanese government. It is a pity that so much budget is spent on snow removal and wildlife control. We want to reduce this spending while creating and monopolizing markets in untapped areas, bringing the profits into our own pockets. Moreover, Japan is not the only country in the world that suffers from snow and wildlife. The role and planning of CFO are crucial for company operations. This is a management plan. Human resources are crucial. It goes beyond just employment. Partners and mentors are essential. We have multiple companions and mentors. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. Now it's my privilege to introduce Mr. Shan Mundra, founder and CEO Miss Kurti Jaipur, India. He is the one of the youngest fashion entrepreneurs of India, started at an early age of 16 with just an Instagram page. In 3 years now, with more than 250 designs in various verticals, presence in over 15 portals, 7 social media platforms, and 8 content publishing platforms. Miss Kurti is one of the fastest growing women ethnic fashion brand of the country. For Mr. Shan, fashion is about 3 C's: comfort, confidence, and creativity. He says that fashion is all about how creativity you can develop, confidence in a person so that they are comfortable with who they are. He's an agile person and gives his 100% in everything. He has a sound that makes sense seem strong. He has a passion for exploring new ideas and believes in learning from everything and giving the most he can.
Hello everyone. Can I please request all the students to please stand at their places? Alright. Relax yourselves. काफी देर से आप सब बैठे हो, सबकी सुन रहे हो. Please relax yourselves. Take 2-3 seconds for yourself. दिमाग शांत करो. It's all right. Feeling better? Yes. Louder? Yes, sir. Good. This is the energy I want. Now please sit down. All right. Firstly, now though, please stand up. People, it's not easy to speak on a stage. Firstly, then being a 21-year-old person, speaking in a different language, and not just speaking. Like, yeah, he's giving a goddamn presentation in a different language. It's not easy. Take a bow, please. Yeah. Please. All right. So, when I was preparing for the speech, a couple of hours back only, I went to one of my best friends, one of all of our best friends, जिसके बिना आजकल हमारी नाव नहीं तैरती. Absolutely. And पता है वहाँ पर जाकर मैंने सबसे craziest prompt ever for humankind डाला. Dear ChatGPT, create an amazing gold mine of a speech. It should be informative, knowledgeable, not at all boring. It should create a poison persona. It should, be relatable to the kids in front of whom I'm going to speak. And do an in-depth research, read every kind of books because I have a ChatGPT premium subscription. So I can tell the ChatGPT to do that. And you know what output it gave me? A bullshit crap article. जो अगर मैं आज आप लोगों के सामने बोलता या फिर प्रेजेंट करता तो बियानी ग्रुप ऑफ कॉलेज तो मुझे बाकी इनवाइट नहीं करता आगे बट ऑल्सो आप सब मुझे बाहर घेर लेते. एंड उस चीज से मुझे एक रियलाइजेशन हिट हुआ दैट नो मैटर what kind of artificial intelligence you use, no matter what kind of platform you use, but you can't replicate, you can't replace, you can't match one thing, and that is human touch. Because ladies and gentlemen, human touch brings a perspective. See, today and in all these days, you might have heard a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of mega big entrepreneurs with multi-million-dollar businesses, and they might have told you about their journeys, about their accomplishments, about their struggles, about their entire life story. But you know what? What they don't talk about is everything that comes before that. The journey before the journey. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I usually call it as pre-entrepreneurship. Everything that comes before becoming an entrepreneur. See, the thing is that I personally am just 21 years of age. And whatever I speak, I can totally assure you that you guys can relate. Because we are basically the same age. So, in all my years of, power of noticing, power of analyzing situations. I have created 3 stages of what we call chaos. And you must be in at least one of those stages right now. When I say stage or phase, I don't mean the baddie era, honestly. I don't mean that Rebel Kid is my mother. I don't mean that Taylor Swift is my mother. I'm not talking about those stages. I'm not talking about those phases right now. I'm talking about a stage that is actually, relatable towards your career path, where you actually decide that what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to become, who you are supposed to become, and the first stage is confusion. See, I'm 21 years old and I feel that I'm very relatable to you. So if I say anything that rings a bell in your mind, please nod. बहुत जोर से मुंह हिलाना. Got it? Say yes. Yes. समझ आया? Say yes. Yes, sir. Perfect. So first stage is confusion. See, हमने 12th pass करी, we are into colleges, we are doing a masters now. We have to actually choose a field of our jobs, choose our field of careers. And उसके अंदर हमारे आस-पास के people, पापा, मम्मी, ताऊ जी, ताई जी, चाचा, चाची, पड़ोसी, पड़ोसी के दोस्त, पड़ोसी के चाचा, मामा, ताऊ, सब पूछते हैं कि भाई आगे क्या करना है? पूछते हैं. And that time you are blank. You know why? See, the reason of that confusion of how to choose your own career path, that's because you all are kids right now. We all are kids. अभी तक हमारे ऊपर responsibility आई ही नहीं. This is our first test of being an adult, right? अभी तक हमारे parents हमारे साथ थे, हमारे ऊपर हमारे teachers थे, हमारे guardians थे. तो this is actually our first test, जिसके ऊपर हमारे ऊपर से एक जो shelter है, एक जो power of guidance है, that is being removed, and now you are exposed to the real world. उस टाइम पर that confusion hits with a scare कि अगर आपने गलत choose कर लिया, अगर आपने गलत career path choose कर लिया, you will be ruined for your entire life, and that is actually very obvious, right? उस चीज को अगर आप analyze करें, तो the first thing, do you need a solution for that? Are you actually confused right now? Yes. Whom all of you are confused? Please raise your hands. Everyone is confused. Perfect. So do you need a solution? Yes, sir. Alright. First solution is a reality check. People, the phase you are in right now, the confusion that you are facing, you have to face it alone. See, no matter what, कितने भी advisors, कितने भी people who give you a guidance, आप लोगों को guidance नहीं चाहिए. What you want, what you actually want, is someone to hold your hand कि भाई जो तू करेगा मैं तेरे साथ हूँ. True? But the thing is, a reality check, ऐसा आपको कोई नहीं मिलेगा. Because now you are an adult, you have to take responsibilities of your own action. The first thing that you have to do is be real to yourself. आपके घर वाले आपको pressurize कर रहे हैं. I understand. But don't take that much over pressure on your head, and don't be less pressurized as well. Be serious, be focused, be rational. And उस चीज को cope up करने के लिए, we have like what I have created is a very small structure. To remove confusion, we need clarity. To remove confusion, what do we need? Clarity. Exactly. And clarity is a 7-letter word, I guess. CLARITY. Yes, I'm absolutely correct. It's a 7-letter word. So to actually attain clarity, first step is C. When we are talking about clarity, we actually want to choose a career path that is suitable for us, right? C calls for constraints. Now let's be very rational. हमारे ऊपर हर direction से opportunities hit हो रही है. I can actually become an entrepreneur. I can go into marketing. I can go into sales. I can go into operations. I can go into finance, HR. If not that, we can become a lawyer. We can become an IT personnel. and anything. But there are always constraints. Constraints can be your family background, constraints can be your family budget, constraints can be the city you would want to work in, constraints can be what hours do you want to actually put into your work, right? So actually what you should do, and what I'm doing right now, is just giving you a path where you can actually focus. जहाँ पर the entire chaos in your head, the entire chaos in your mind that can actually settle down, and you can, have something from which you can start focusing. Remove that confusion and attain clarity. So you have to write down the constraints. Let it be your family budget, that maybe I can't afford foreign education. So I know that I have to study in India, and maybe I can't afford to go out of the city as well. I have to study in my own city. So I'll find some job opportunities, I'll find some fields, I'll find some colleges that provide